6 MotoGP moments will most likely traumatize you into never riding a motorcycle again. Number 6. At the 2022 Indonesian Moto GP, it's a tense morning at the Mandalika International Street Circuit. Spanish racer Marc Marquez, known for his razor-sharp skills, is ready to take on the challenging track in the warm-up session. As Marquez mounts his Honda, suddenly, disaster strikes at turn 7.
Rear tyre just letting go in the most spectacular fashion. That is, oh, dearie me. That is...
A vicious high side sends Marquez skyward, violently ejecting him into the air. He lands with a heavy impact on his left arm, and it appears he's also taken a nasty knock to the head. The crash speed? A terrifying 115 miles per hour, or 186 kilometers an hour. The aftermath of the crash is nothing short of brutal. Marquez is clearly dazed, and the medical team quickly escorts him off the track. Later, at the hospital, a concussion is confirmed, and doctors deem him unfit to race. Despite the frightening accident, Marquez thankfully avoids any serious injury, a turn of events that could have played out much, much worse. Number 5. At the 2020 Styrian GP in Austria, a chilling moment is about to play out. Spanish rider Maverick Viñales is on his Yamaha, riding at incredible speeds of over 124 miles per hour, or over 200 kilometers an hour. Little does he know, a nerve-wracking incident is just around the corner. Viñales is speeding along when, to everyone's shock, he suddenly jumps off his bike at turn 1.
Oh my goodness me! That's Maverick Viñales! There'll be a red flag. The air fence has gone. They'll have to red flag it because of the damage to the air fence. This race is going to get stopped. What has happened?
His bike, without brakes, forces him to take this drastic measure. The duration of the crash is no more than 10 seconds, but those 10 seconds are nothing short of harrowing. In a miraculous twist, Viñales walks away from the crash uninjured. Later, he shares that he didn't have time to think before jumping from his bike.
There was no brakes at all, so I jumped from the bike. I didn't have any chance to stop the bike.
Number 4. The stage is set for the 2019 Australian GP, an event known for its thrilling moments. However, what happens on the first lap is something nobody could have anticipated. Danilo Petrucci, the Italian rider known for his aggressive riding style, is a bit too sharp on the throttle. This mistake costs him dearly, as he loses control, setting in motion a frightening sequence of events. The out-of-control Petrucci slides across the track, colliding with French Moto GP newcomer Quartararo. The impact is severe, bringing both riders to an abrupt and brutal halt. Thankfully, despite the severity of the crash, both riders were able to walk away from the incident, a moment that could have turned out far more dangerous. Number 3. In the Le Mans 2020 French Grand Prix, the atmosphere is tense during the final 2 minutes of a free practice. Mir, aboard his Suzuki, appears to be in a tricky situation as his bike's front end slips from under him. In an instant, the crowd gasps as the young Spaniard is sent sliding across the track, sparking fears of a severe accident. As the spectators hold their breath, Mir amazes everyone with his quick reflexes. Despite sliding at least 10 meters across the road, he springs to his feet in one smooth, almost choreographed motion, ruling him as well as others safe from what could have been a terrifying tragedy. Number 2. At the 2020 French GP, all eyes were on Italian championship leader Luca Marini during the second practice session. Little did they know, a shocking high side was about to shock everyone. During the practice session at Le Mans, Marini took a horrific tumble. On a high-speed approach to turn 4, the Italian lost control of his ride and was suddenly catapulted into the air.
What? Here's what happened there then. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Holy Mother of God.
The scene was chilling. Marini's bike hurtling across the track, scattering debris and causing an immediate red flag. As Marini himself slid downhill through the grass, medical personnel quickly made their way to the scene. The Italian racer is quickly taken to the medical center for checks. Initial scans suggest a possible fracture in his left ankle. However, after being transferred to a local hospital, it's confirmed that there's no fracture, much to everyone's relief. Despite experiencing some pain, the brave rider declares his intent to race the following day. Number 1. At the Austrian Grand Prix, a race about to be remembered for one of the most harrowing moments in MotoGP history, where a regular race turns into a heart-stopping scene. Italian racer Franco Morbidelli in his Yamaha and French racer Johann Zarco on his Avintia Ducati are racing at high speeds when disaster strikes. Approaching turn 3, Morbidelli's front wheel clips the back of Zarco's bike, sending both riders tumbling. Their bikes, now without riders, fly across the track at breakneck speeds, narrowly missing other competitors. Despite the intense and shocking nature of the crash, Zarco was the only one with a minor injury, having friction burns, whilst Morbidelli was reported having no serious injuries. As we catch our breath, we can't help but think, it could have been much, much worse. If you thought MotoGP moments were intense, wait until you see these 5 GT racing moments that will haunt you. See you there.